Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article that came out in the Daily Star dated December 6, 2017. China preparing to team up with North Korea in World War III, military expert warns. Well, I had already heard in the past that if anything happened to North Korea, such as an attack from the US, China would side with North Korea. So this is just reaffirming this. And the reason why this is coming out is because of that last missile launch that North Korea did, which shows they have made many gains in their missile technology. The missile launch that they did probably like a week ago showed that they have now the capability of launching a missile that can make it all the way to Washington, D.C. Now, the US, of course, now is scrambling and trying to continue to make themselves seem like they are totally fearless about this. This is scaring them. This is spooking them big time. And they know it. And you can also hear it in this interview that I'm going to play for you. And this was done on CNBC today.
Let's talk about what's going on with North Korea. Is this something that's meaningfully different than the North Korea scares from, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? It feels like they bubble up every once in a while. Is this different from those in the past?
Well, it most assuredly is. I mean, there's just been a progression of advances that North Korea has made in terms of nuclear weapons capability and in missile delivery capability, and we're now at a really dangerous point where the threat of North Korea is something that can be projected not just as as a regional problem into Japan or obviously South Korea, but now to mainland United States, as well as, of course, to China.
Okay. And they're right. China is going to side with North Korea. One thing that Kim Jong-un said is he's not going to go out like Muammar Gaddafi. See, the West convinced Muammar Gaddafi, who one time had nukes, to get rid of his nukes. And he did. And you see what happened to him. See, one thing about America's not going to mess with anyone that have nukes in their country that can defend themselves. Anybody like in Afghanistan or Iraq, they don't have nothing. So they don't fear those people. But anybody that got nuclear technology, you notice they're not so quick to jump up in the planes and start bombing. So let's just get into the article. China has been preparing its army for the prospect of war on the Korean Peninsula with a series of military drills. On Monday, the People's Liberation Army flaunted its air power by flying military aircraft close to North Korea in a brazen show of force. China has condemned North Korea for testing nuclear weapons and missiles, including its latest launch of the Hwasong 15 ICBM, its most powerful yet. But the U.S. has reached furiously, holding large-scale military drills involving 12,000 troops and hundreds of military aircraft in a retaliatory show of force. U.S. nuclear-capable bombers today flew over the Korean Peninsula as part of the joint war drills with South Korea. So what I will do, I will leave the link to this article in the description box. But, after looking at how fentanyl is kicking the U.S. behind, China has already started its war on the U.S. through the drugs. But as far as North Korea has allies, ladies and gentlemen. They're not sitting out there on their own. And their biggest ally is China. And China already said, even when Obama was sitting there in office, if anything happens to North Korea, they are on the side of North Korea. They are not siding with the US, period. So please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And don't forget to hit on that notification bell. Peace, family.